Hey guys, we are back. It's time to upgrade our audio equipment. We are once again working with FIFINE. They sent me two products. Firstly, we have the Ampli1 XLR audio interface and then the Tank1 XLR dynamic microphone. This time, I believe the video will be more interesting because, well, I've been using an existing XLR setup now for quite some time, so we have something to compare to. My current setup is the Tank1 dynamic microphone and also the Mono G1 Neo audio interface. Disclosure, FIFINE sent me these products for free. I'm not getting paid, but I do get to keep them and I will be using them going forward, so we will have some nice long-term feedback down the track. I want to start with the audio interface, the Ampli1, and also this part, everything is still recorded with the previous audio equipment, the Tank1 microphone, and later we'll switch over to the newer Tank1. In the box we find a user manual. Here we can see the audio interface and we will go over all the features very shortly. There's also a USB cable to connect the interface to your computer. In terms of size, I measured a width of 13.5 centimeters. The device is 9 centimeters deep. And I measured a height of just over 4 centimeters. I also put it on the scale and we have just over 200 grams. The USB cable is just over 2 meters long. It's got USB-C on one end and the other one has both options, USB Type-C or Type-A. Here we have the front of the interface and we can see the XLR port on the left side. So this is for microphones and line 1. It's a combo port. We can use XLR devices or devices using a 6.3mm or 1/4 inch plug. It has 48 volts of phantom power. I'm using a dynamic microphone, so it's not necessary, but if you're using a condenser microphone, you will need to turn that on. This is a 2-channel audio interface. So the XLR port is the first channel, and then we have an instrument port. This is the second channel. There's a toggle button. If it's pressed down, you're using only the microphone and the microphone will be distributed to the left and right output channels. But if you depress it, then both inputs will be used. So let's say a microphone and a guitar connected to the interface, with the left channel being the microphone and the right channel being the second input, the instrument one. Next, we have a headphone port, 6.3mm or 1/4 inch. There's a volume dial and I noticed the volume is really decent, so it's able to drive headphones really well. There's also a direct monitor button. I use that a lot to hear yourself speaking and just to double check that everything is set up correctly. And also a green power LED. At the back, we've got a USB-C port and a Kensington lock connector. And here we can see the left and right audio out ports. Again, 6.3mm or 1/4 inch plugs. Here we can see the top of the unit. There are 3 dials. The first 2 control the gain for the 2 input channels with a boost of up to 50 dB. There are also colored LEDs to keep an eye out on the levels. If you see green flashing, it's -9 dB. Orange indicates -6 dB. And if you see red, you are hitting -3 dB. And the dial on the right controls the output volume. So how do I feel the FIFINE Ampli1 compares against the Mono G1 Neo? The Ampli1 is a little bit cheaper. I found the audio signal to be cleaner with a little bit less noise. Using the Mono G1, I noticed it only supports 44.1 kilohertz, whereas now the Ampli1 can do 48 kilohertz. And also with the Mono, every now and then I would hear some little clicks in the video, and that has now disappeared. On the flip side, the Mono has more features like Bluetooth input. It's got another line port, sidechain, and other features. But these are all aspects I actually never ended up using because all I do is record my voice for my YouTube videos. So for me and what I do on the channel, the FIFINE is the more suitable product. It's got the better audio quality, which is very important to me. And also it looks more clean, doesn't have that RGB stuff going on, so it fits with my equipment a little bit better. And now let's listen to the Tank1. Everything from here onwards until the end of the video is recorded with this microphone. So the Tank1 is FIFINE's most expensive XLR microphone. It is much heavier than the Tank3. I put it on the scale, almost 1 kilogram and roughly double the weight compared to the Tank3. A very rugged metal build, and I hope this is an indicator that this microphone will last. It's around 14 centimeters long and it's got a diameter of around 5.5 centimeters. At the back we have the XLR connector, and here there is no USB interface. There are two very interesting switches. One activates a low cut filter at around 50 Hz and the other switch activates a mid-tone boost. And I've activated that mid-tone boost, but the low cut filter I have not turned on that one. In the box we find a user guide, the microphone, and then an adapter to help mount the microphone onto your microphone stand. So I've been using this microphone for a little bit and I've been listening to the recordings and tried a few different settings, and my thoughts are, well, it is definitely a little bit harder to drive. I have to basically max out the gain on the audio interface, but at maximum gain there's a little bit of extra noise, so I just back off a little bit and then it sounds pretty good. All in all, it sounds a bit deeper than the other microphone. It picks up a little bit less noise and it's a little bit better with plosives. I'm also finding it easier to speak up close and personal compared to the Tank3. Let's have a look at prices. These are from when I produced the video. They're subject to change and we might have a coupon as well. Have a look in the video description. The audio interface, you're looking at 55 USD. Note that the model number has changed. It's not the SC1 anymore. It goes under the name Ampli1 or Ampli1. Here we have the Tank1 XLR dynamic microphone. You're looking at 130 USD, so this is definitely a more premium product. If you are more on a budget and you liked how the Tank3 sounded, well, this one comes with a USB and XLR interface, so you don't need an audio interface to get started. Comparing the Tank3, which I had before, with the Tank1, I believe the Tank3 is amazing value. It sounds good, it's got a lower price, and with the USB interface you can start straight away. You don't have to buy an audio interface. The Tank1 is definitely an upgrade in a few aspects, but it is subtle. So like in many things in life, it comes down to you, and if you think paying the premium is worth the improvement in the audio that you can hear in this video. So to my ears, it is an improvement. I'm happy and I'm excited to go forward with this setup on our channel. But as always, our ears are different. I'm eager to hear what you think, so please leave your thoughts down below. I want to thank FIFINE for working with us once again. I'm going to use this setup going forward, so we will have some long-term feedback. Stay tuned. If anything changes or I have something interesting to share, I will do so. And thank you to you guys for the support, watching my videos. And yeah, that's it for this one. I shall see you very soon with another one.